There are all kinds of programs out there to help you lose weight. We talk about weight loss a lot. You know, you've heard of Nutrisystem and Weight Watchers, Denny Craig. There's a bunch of them. Hey, you know what? You can lose weight on those programs. You can. In fact, the American diet's so bad, if you change anything and do a routine, you're going to probably lose weight. You are. You know, weight isn't always a function of health either if you lose weight. Doesn't mean you're getting healthier. So you gotta ask yourself, why did I put on weight to begin with? Why do we creep up? Why do we gain weight? That's what we're going to talk with Dr. Tom Demaro about. He focuses on finding the real causes of your weight gain, and therefore it helps him to help you find a permanent weight loss. Dr. Demaro, hi, welcome.
Hi, Tom.
Let's talk about why people get fat.
Well,
I mean, just why do people get fat?
Why do you get fat?
Is it overeating?
Sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes it is, yes. But it's always going to start with a blood sugar imbalance of some sort. If we have to bring something up, it's good old inflammation that we keep talking about.
Can we talk about blood sugar imbalance?
Sure.
Let me tell you what Dr. Demaro's talking about. Insulin controls people think it controls blood sugar. What it really controls is how to use sugar, right?
Right.
And
exactly.
You can do two things with sugar, right? You can burn it.
Burn it.
Or store it.
And that equals fat when you store it.
Okay, so
sugar makes fat.
So if you have too much of it, no matter what, you're gonna store some of it.
Store some fat.
Okay. So, what else? You were going to talk about inflammation. Well, what do you mean? How does that play into inflammation? People are saying, wait a minute, is my arm swollen? Do I have an infection? What are you talking about?
We're talking about chronic low-grade inflammation in the body, okay?
That's arteries, veins, muscles, tendons.
Your thyroid, your TSH. When you have hypothyroid, you have inflammation of the thyroid gland, okay? TSH is up. Adrenal fatigue causes cortisol to run through the body, which is highly inflammatory. So it runs through the whole body. Aches and pains, you get inflammation. You don't even have to have aches and pains to have inflammation.
And sugar, by the way, is an irritant in the body. It glycates in the blood, causing irritation and inflammation.
More inflammation. But what really happens is it's not only just eating sugar, it's not eating. Hypoglycemia also causes an adrenal stress problem.
So all this boom, boom,
it's up
boom,
and down
boom.
during the day. What happens
so you
is
keep it level, you don't get that.
Right. You get cortisol going crazy in the body, high or low, adrenal fatigue. So we start feeling tired. We start getting brain fog. And that affects the thyroid gland, TSH, so we get hypothyroid, which affects metabolism. Also affects leptin. When we become leptin resistant, it's because inflammation, C-reactive protein, is attaching to leptin. And we never get the message to our hypothalamus to stop eating and to burn triglycerides. So one hormone attaches to another. But
and leptin and insulin are the master ones.
Right, and it all starts with either high blood sugar or low blood sugar.
It's just imbalance. Now,
an imbalance.
Doctor, you're a pretty wise fellow, but what does this mean to somebody that comes to see you? I mean, you can have all the theory in the world, but how do you really attack the problem seriously? I mean, you know, so many people know things, but how do you transfer that to me?
Well, what we're going to do when we start out, we do a health history, and we get all information.
Yeah.
You know, people come in, they know what's wrong with them usually, or they have their blood tests, whatever, and we start there. We're looking for inflammation, and the program
So are there
is
factors
designed,
in the blood that can tell you if I'm inflamed?
Well, yeah, there is. C-reactive protein will tell you. Sure there are. But most of the time, you don't even need to look at the blood because the person's coming in, they have fibromyalgia, they have chronic fatigue, they're gaining weight, they're feeling tired, they're inflamed someplace because weight gain itself shows you that
so
you
what do you
are out
do?
of balance.
What do you do?
The first thing we're going to do is with food and with supplementation is balance those blood sugar swings. We're going to have you eat every few hours. We're going to keep you
the
on
right foods.
The right foods, proteins, and you know, good oils and good veggies that aren't going to create a sugar swing.
Right.
We're going to get you to do that. We're going to take some supplementation to help the adrenals. We're going to help to detoxify the body because when we store toxins in our fat, guess what? We cause more inflammation. And remember, inflammation affects leptin, the thyroid gland, so it affects our whole metabolism. We're going to do that by using the infrared sauna, but we're also going to help
the infrared sauna. We'll just talk about that. So we're talking now about nutrition, supplements, and the sauna. What is the sauna all about?
What we're talking about, too, Tom, is I want them to get healthy. If you get healthy, weight loss is your gain.
Right.
Okay?
Weight loss is automatic.
It's automatic. If you're really healthy, you're maintaining your weight.
And if you're underweight, you may gain a little, right?
Right. So the infrared sauna is just great. We've talked about infrared before, but what infrared really does, it gets into the cells and it creates more oxygen. When you create more oxygen, you're going to be able to get more energy. So when you get more energy, you burn sugar. create ATP, you emit a waste, so you're going to be able to reduce inflammation, get more energy. It'll burn 500 to 700 calories. So if we have somebody that can't exercise, and I don't believe you have to go to a gym to exercise, more walking. So if we have somebody that can't really exercise, they get into the sauna, guess what? They're burning 500 to 700 calories. That's like them taking a 3-mile jog. As they start doing that, we're going to lose weight, but we're also detoxifying and reducing inflammation.
And you're teaching them how to eat.
We're going to teach you how to eat.
Right. And also, and I've seen your meal plan, and it's stellar. It really is. And it stops hunger, which is odd in itself.
The first thing you'll notice is the cravings for sugar, carbohydrates, whatever you want to call them, chocolate, goes away. The next thing you'll notice is better sleep patterns. You're going to sleep better because your adrenals are calmed down. You're going to sleep longer. You're not going to wake up early. You're going to fall asleep easier. You're going to then notice more energy, and then as all these things take effect, you'll have clearer thinking. Weight loss starts to come in.
Okay. Now, supplements. Give me an idea of why a supplement helps, and give me an idea of a supplement.
We're going to change.
Spill some beans here.
Let's give you something like the adaptocrine we use on adrenals.
All right.
Okay.
What is
First of all, when we balance your blood sugar swings with food first, we're going to stop that high-low stress on the adrenals. But the adrenals also need to heal. So by healing, we're going to use some adaptogen herbs, ashwagandha, ginseng.
What do they do?
They basically balance your cortisol levels, okay? Ashwagandha and ginseng are adaptogens. So if cortisol levels are getting out of control in our body, high or low, they're going to try and bring it up or bring it down in a normal period of time.
Now, Dr. Tom Demaro, I have some personal experience with him. My wife consulted him with her diabetes, and he gave her some supplements that really helped her insulin sensitivity and helped her a lot. We've had him over the house to speak about health things with our doctor, and I have to tell you that he's the real deal, okay? This is not magic. If you want to know about your body, he is available for consultations. And in fact, the first 25 callers will get free consult. The first 25 callers. And trust me when I tell you, you will learn a lot about yourself. And he can fit any budget with treatment as well. Because some of these things you can do on your own. Some of these things you can do by buying supplements on your own. He can supply supplements, but he wants to try to meet your budget to meet your health. He doesn't want to make this one of these programs only for the elite. Free consultation, the first 25 callers. It's Integrative Health, Weight Loss, and Detox Center, because you really need all three of those. You can't just get the weight loss without the Integrative Health and Detox. Okay, here it is, 303-586-5999, 303-586-5999. I really urge you to call for this free consultation. You'll learn a lot about yourself with no obligation, 303-586-5999. DietDetoxCenter.com. DietDetoxCenter.com. By the way, if you have any questions for Dr. Demaro, I'll ask him to stick around for a few minutes because we're talking about all kinds of things. Tom, do you think that getting high is, just real quick, do you think getting high is something that is because of an imbalance in the body? That feeling?
You know, with depression, sure it is an imbalance of
People
serotonin.
you hear saying, well, I need it to help me out.
They need it. Sometimes it's just adrenal fatigue that they're having. They're trying to get to relax. They're stressed. And
if you feel better, you probably don't need as much.
You know, if they change their diet, they wouldn't need it.
It's really...
It really is.
Okay, so... let's talk. 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. Up next!